better not be the one to doubt us. 'Cause we've been putting in the hours. We only taking what was ours. So you better not be the one to doubt us.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, two teams coming in feeling good about how their last game went and want to continue with another win here today. It's the Texans going up against the Steelers. So let's get you up to the Steel City. Standing by in Pittsburgh, here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Houston Texans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now a play fake here on first down. Deep drop. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Well, partner, that was not a good omen right there. The very first play from scrimmage, you just want to give yourself a nice, simple throw and hopefully get yourself into a rhythm. That is the last thing you're expecting. And now you put your defense in a tough spot right from the word go.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. A gain of 3, second down. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets a tone for the offense.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here, 2nd and 7. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
All right, here we go. Back that it up, Billy. Here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Osweiler on 2nd down. His throw incomplete. And a look at the Steelers' defensive unit.
Ryan Shazier ran so fast at his combine that many people thought someone actually ran for him. He's a linebacker who ran sub 4.4, and he uses that speed to make plays all over the field.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Osweiler. Looking for someone to throw to. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller. And it brings up 4th down. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Bullock will put this one through, and it's now 3-0 Texans. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. They go back T. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. The defensive crew for the Texans. Here's a look. Whitney Merciless is rapidly becoming one of the top outside linebackers in the game. As well he should. With that name, he's got to be great.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
A nickelback added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8.
Detroit!
They'll look to throw here. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up first downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. And he'll get it up the middle. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Watch left. Stop right there. Here we go now. We got 3. Detroit! Crunch. There we go now.
Shift together here from the D-line. He'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They get 25 yards out of that one. And it's good enough for a Houston first down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll come out in the pistol. Again, we'll see the pistol here. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was a good job by the defense swarming to the football. And you know it's no cinch that you're going to be able to get the ball into the end zone against them.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Bud Dupree. in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Miller, the lone setback.
Here we go now.
3rd and long. It's Osweiler. And this is caught at the 8. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And Bullock will put this one through, and that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So that scores now on their first 2 possessions, but it's 6-0, probably not the kind of scores they were hoping for.
No, not at all, but I think that they've shown that they can have some success against this defense. So they'll go back to the sideline knowing the points are going to be there for the taking.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground, but every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Now let's go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
11 yards on the pickup, and the Steelers are going to have a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, and they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Now, after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. After the interception, here's Osweiler. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, he decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Osweiler. Now they go screen. It's complete. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. 3rd down now following the completed pass. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw. A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
So 2nd and 10 here.
All right, here we go.
Osweiler will throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. They were trying to get the connection with a former Buckeye, Braxton Miller. And it's 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Here's Osweiler to throw. The catch made by Miller. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it, now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
One receiver left, 3 to the right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40.